Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of JAZZIZ Essentials. This is a series where we take a look at songs, artists and events that gave rise to the music we know and love, jazz. I'm Matt Micucci, online editor of JAZZIZ, and on this video we're going to be talking about a song that on the surface may look like nothing short of a novelty number, but it's actually quite an important song, not least of all because it helped kickstart the career of the First Lady of Song herself, Ella Fitzgerald. But there's another reason why I decided to dedicate a video to this song in particular, and that's because when we talk about the history of jazz, we sometimes tend to favor songs that were inspired by chord changes of previous compositions, classical music composers, highbrow artworks from other art forms including sculptures and paintings. On the other hand, we tend to sometimes snub or forget the high-spirited and fun-loving songs that would be inspired shamelessly by such other things as children's nursery rhymes, but that were crucially important to the development of the jazz idiom in its early days. And certainly this is the case of A-Tisket, A-Tasket. The song came from a nursery rhyme of the same name that originated sometimes in the 19th century and was part of a children's game whereby children would dance around in a circle until one dropped a handkerchief symbolizing the love letter referred to in the words and be chased by another child. Once caught, the chased child would be either kissed or forced to reveal the name of a loved one. Skip ahead to 1938 when Ella Fitzgerald would record a hit song with her own adaptation of A-Tisket, A-Tasket on which she had worked alongside arranger Van Alexander. This was around 4 years after she had stolen the show at the amateur night at Harlem's Apollo Theatre. Interestingly, she had initially entered as a dancer but ended up changing her mind at the last minute, opting to sing a Hoagie Carmichael number instead after being intimidated by the talents of a tap dancing sister duo. The rest, as they say, is history. Shortly after that night, she met drummer band leader Chick Webb and became the lead vocalist of his orchestra, and they would regularly perform at Harlem's Savoy Ballroom. There they popularized a number of their own songs, including a swinging adaptation of A-Tisket, A-Tasket. Now, Ella Fitzgerald was also able to convince Decca Records to record this song despite the label's reservations. They were not happy with the idea of her recording this song. But as it turns out, the 1938 recording of A-Tisket, A-Tasket by Ella Fitzgerald became her breakthrough hit. While it may not have been the only nursery rhyme adapted to jazz, and Will Friedman even argued that nursery rhymes made up for a huge part of Louis Armstrong's musical formation, no such song is as meaningfully connected to an artist as much as A-Tisket, A-Tasket. Ella Fitzgerald, in fact, remained quite fond of the song, as proven by the fact that she re-recorded it many times throughout her career, and the 1938 recording was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1986 in recognition of its historical importance. Unfortunately, due to copyright restrictions, I am unable to play the actual song on this video, but I will leave a couple of links in the description box below with some of what I feel are the best recordings of the song, including that of a performance of A-Tisket, A-Tasket on the 1948 Abbott and Costello movie Abbott and Costello Ride 'em Cowboy, which was actually the First Lady of Song's first appearance on the silver screen. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel. Also, I urge you all to check out jazziz.com. We've got lots of great jazz related content there for the jazz aficionados and the newbies who would just like to get into jazz. I also urge you to join me next week for another episode of JAZZIZ Essentials, where we talk about songs, artists and events that gave rise to the music we know and love, jazz. Till the next time, stay healthy, stay safe, stay strong.